Hi Scorpio, thank you for joining me for your reading. This is yours for the month of May. Please like the video, please share the video, and if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I really would appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help my channel to grow. And don't forget the notification bell so you don't miss out on the upcoming videos. Now these messages will be general messages, and so they may or may not resonate with you, and that's okay. Just take what does and please leave the rest. Okay, so let's see what the messages are that wish to come through for Scorpio for May, please. Which messages wish to come through? Okay, I want that one. And we have open your heart to love. Okay, so that one came through for Cancer, but was upside down for Cancer. What can we have? The next message, please. Okay, we have reality check in reverse. And can we please have final message here, please? What message here wishes to come through? Okay, we have angels are watching over you. Okay, so let's see what these messages are. So the first one is open your heart, vulnerability, forgiveness, allowing, and community. And this one we have indifference, inactive, misguided, and unmotivated. And angels are watching over you, supported, protected, loved, and encouraged. Okay, so open your heart to love, vulnerability, forgiveness, allowing, and community. So when we open our heart to love, we do become quite vulnerable, because obviously we are opening ourselves up to perhaps being hurt, whether that be in a intimate relationship, whether that be with friendships or work relationships. When we open that heart up, it does obviously allow the possibility of it being broken. But if it is broken, we need to understand that if we hadn't have experienced that love or been loved or given love, then there would have been no reason for it to get broken. So what we need to then learn is, well, what did we learn from that situation? Obviously, love is an emotion that connects us. Love is really the only emotion that we should count on. Love is the opposite of fear. We don't want fear, we want love. So we need to approach every situation, every person with an open heart, with love. We also need to allow forgiveness. Forgiveness for others, for any part they've played in a situation where they have hurt us or caused us grief or trauma. And we have to learn to also forgive ourselves. Because if we don't forgive, whether it's ourselves or someone else, the only one that suffers is ourself. By not having that forgiveness, and if you know, even if you go to the extreme of hating a person, well, you're hating a person but they're not experiencing that hate. You're the one that's experiencing that hate. You're the one that's carrying that within your heart. So forgive and have love for that person and for yourself, because you obviously learned something from that relationship. Every relationship that we have is a lesson or an opportunity for us to learn something about ourselves, and we need to be grateful for that. The first thing we need to understand is we need to have that self-love for ourselves. That is the first step to love. Because if we don't love ourselves enough, or we don't love ourselves at all, then how can we expect anyone else to love us? Or how can we learn to love someone else if we don't love ourselves enough? And if you do go into a relationship, whether that's intimate or a friendship, whatever kind of relationship, if you go into that without any self-love, then you have not really got any boundaries in place. So you are opening yourself up to being taken advantage of. Because you will then be allowing anything, because you feel that you have to put up with bad behavior, bad treatment, because you just want that person to love you. When you love yourself enough, you can turn around and say, no, I'm not allowing that. Okay, let me go to the book and read what it says for you, what the message is that this card wishes to bring through. Your aura is expanded, and this is important when it comes to attracting new relationships or taking current relationships to the next level. Your angels are asking you to be aware of love in all forms. Embrace your emotions and know that this level of openness can make you feel a bit vulnerable. That is normal and is actually a good sign that you have opened your heart to the opportunity for nourishing relationships in all aspects of your life. Your angels are paving the way for romantic, family, career, and friendship connections to thrive. Okay, so now let's see what the message is that this card is saying. So reality check. Indifference, inactive, misguided, and unmotivated. So maybe with this card it's saying that you may be feeling stuck in a particular situation or a particular relationship, that you don't really know the way out of it or how to solve it, and this is making you very unmotivated, and because you feel stuck, obviously that's the inactive part, you're not knowing how to get yourself out of it. I think this card is asking you to really think about how you can remove yourself from this particular situation. You know that this is not working for you, whatever that situation is, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a career prospect, whatever it is, you know that this is not working for you and you need to find a way out of it. This is saying perhaps you need to check in with your higher self, to sit in reflection, in meditation, and try and look within to find the answers you need to help you move out of this funk, out of this situation. You do know how, but I think because you are so stuck that you just cannot think, you cannot move, you are basically frozen in not knowing where to go, who to turn to, who can help you. Yeah, let's see what the message is in the book for this card. What number is it? 31. Okay. This card is saying to you that a situation is not working and you know it. There are changes that you know in your heart need to be made, but you're too afraid or too distracted to make them. So I think that can tie into this card here, that you've opened your heart, and now because of that vulnerability, you know that this is not working and you need to find a way out of it. Where did I get to? Think about it right this moment. You know there is something you're being called to do or change. What is it? Don't overthink it. What comes to your mind right now? And why are you denying yourself the joy of life that making those changes would provide you? Be cautious of the thoughts and influences of people around you. They may have good intentions or not, but at the end of the day, your soul knows what you need to do. So, you need to have this open and honest dialogue with yourself about what you need to do to change the situation. And this ties in straight away with this card here, in that the angels are watching over you. They are supporting you and protecting you. They are loving you and they are encouraging you to act on the decisions, to act on what you need to do to remove yourself or to change the situation in hand or on hand here. They are also encouraging you to open your heart to love. That maybe if this is a love relationship that's gone wrong here, don't close your heart off. Know that everything happens for you. Everything happens for your highest good. So if this relationship is something that you have to remove yourself from, know that there's something better to come along. So the angels are encouraging you to know that you are supported. You're not alone. You are never alone. They are there. And if you need help, just ask. Ask for help. Ask for guidance. So let's see what the message here the angels wish to bring through. What does this message mean for you? So this card is absolute divine confirmation that your angels are with you now. You may have been seeing signs and asking yourself, is this a message from my angels? It's perfectly normal to question. However, this card is your validation that the messages you're receiving are angelic in nature. Trust the signs. Trust your intuition. Your angels are near you now. So again, it's a reminder to trust your intuition in whatever this situation is. You know what to do. You do know. Okay. Can we please have another message for Scorpio that goes with this, please? What message? Okay, we have cracked open. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Okay, so this is basically saying to you that your heart is being cracked open. So it's confirmation that this may be a relationship issue that you are having. And again, it could be a friendship, it could be a work colleague, it could be a family member, that you are having an issue there. And this is saying to you, you need to surrender to the pain, the grief that you will feel, but by being cracked open, by having your heart broken, it's acknowledging the fact that you were loved or that you loved in the first place. And when you surrender, you can release it and you can let it go, so that you open your heart again in the future to love. Any situation that you may find yourself in where it's all fallen apart, just know that it's cracking you open for something better to come into your life. This is not the worst thing that can happen. Yes, it may feel like it at the moment, but know that it is being released for you. You are releasing it to enable something better to come into your life. So let's see what message we can give you with regards to this card. What is it trying to tell you? So don't let the weight and density of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home into your body, at the centre front of your life. It's through the extreme pressure of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. It's when things are at their darkest that we cultivate proper faith and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling that we can allow our wounds to be alchemized. Let your pain, sorrow and losses make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. Be open to being cracked open, wide open. It's the difficult times that help us grow in leaps and bounds and in ways we could only dream were possible. But first they have to crack us open. Sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way. Whether you let it happen or not, it's going to happen. So surrender to the process. It's how the light gets in. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created for the grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. Let your trials, your sorrows, your pains and your losses transform you into more and more of yourself. Stay open to the possibility that your tragedies, your losses, your sorrows and your hurt happened for you, not to you. Bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Okay. What message wishes to come through that goes with this reading so far? What message wishes to come through? The highest good. Okay, we want this one. And we have trust in the places you feel guided towards. Space, time and self. Infinity, reincarnation and 5D. So again, this is asking you to trust. Trust that your soul knows. Trust that you are being guided towards bigger and better things. So let's see what message this is bringing through for you. I trust and remember my soul's mission. So higher self, intuition, quantum realm. You are a soul here to embark on a human journey. You chose this mission to experience, enjoy, overcome and evolve into your highest, most authentic self. You are influenced by space, time, free will and spirit. This is a transcendence of your soul and a healing for the collective consciousness. We are evolving alongside spirit and the universe. There is an overarching purpose to what we do, who we are and where we go. Deep down we feel its call and that we have been here before. We sense that there is something else above and beyond all of this. This is your highest self. Okay, so it says, notice how the eyes in the artwork lovingly and confidently looking at you. This is your highest self. The knowingness of your soul. Allow it to guide, comfort, teach and center you on this great adventure. You can always connect with you in the quantum realm through spiritual practices, nature and communicating via the heart. And we have the heart here, don't we? We are always in the 5D realm. It's just that we live in the 3D as humans. But that is not all we are. Our soul connects us to the source of spirit. See the magic mushrooms that grow by your feet. They are for you as you set off into the mystic unknown. The mushrooms symbolise the gifts and breadcrumbs that spirit and our soul have given you. There's mushrooms here, see? Will you take them? Will you allow them to help you see? They will help you to awaken and recognise your spirit-given gifts and intuition. This card has an energy of soulful remembering behind it, to listen when your soul calls you. This is your higher self gifting this to you now. They call you to remember what this is really all about, to not get too lost in the details of daily human life, to zoom out and see the big picture, to rise above and come back home to your core. Do you remember, dear soul? Okay. And now final message please for Scorpio for May. Final message that goes with this reading please. Okay. So we have two that jumped. We have, am I ready to let go of this buried shame? The feeling of shame is the lowest energy frequency there is. When you live in shame, you live in darkness. What part of you is ready to stand in the light? Is there any shame from a past experience that is ready to be healed? And that ties into the cracked open, doesn't it? So heal the shame by giving it a name. Bring it to the light and let it be seen, heard and healed. It's revival season. Replace the shame with your soul's truth. And it's got here, fill in the blank. So my soul's truth is, and you can fill in the blank. And we have, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? The people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? So make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself and clarify if there is anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? And I think, again, those messages tie into everything else that came through here. Okay, Scorpio, they were the messages that came through for you. I hope there was something in there that resonated for you. And I do appreciate you taking the time to listen. And until next time, thank you.